Jessamyn, Hazel, Ash, and I knew each other from the internet and things that we had created for the internet for a couple of years. I think we all probably had our own secret ideas about a Persuasion series, so we decided to just go for it and meld all of our ideas together and see what we could come up with. We all kind of added in bits and bobs from our own life experiences to make it as authentic as possible. We started brainstorming and writing a script, and that script has gone through many iterations. One of the main things in development was kind of deciding what format we wanted to use. We all came from the literary-inspired web series world, which for the most part involves a vlog-style series, so it's all told through vlogs. We wanted to kind of step away from that a little, branch out, try something new. Anya, our protagonist, or our modern-day Anne Elliot, she's a very internal person, and Anne is kind of quiet and reserved in the book, so it's really difficult to imagine her having a vlog and telling all to the world. She's not really going to share her inner thoughts that way. But we actually thought it would be really fun to use it as a way to explore high school Anna and Fred. Interesting especially to see Anna go from being this bubbly person who has a camera and a boyfriend that she kisses on screen to who she is in her adult life. We've been working on this project for, I think, 2 or 2.5 years, probably 2.5 at this point. It feels a lot longer than that just because of all the phases that we've gone through. Once we knew that we really wanted to try to make it, we were kind of exploring different avenues for how to do that. One of the first things that we looked into was a grant here in Chicago. We ended up creating a sort of show Bible or pitch deck for the show. So we laid it all out. We had a bunch of information and visual inspiration, and we kind of had to create our brand and really figure out what was at the heart of our show, which I think was actually really helpful for just the script and for knowing who we were and what the story was, and so it really helped us refine our ideas, I think. We were not successful in getting the grant, but I think it was a really good way for us to kind of dive into the next process, which was then creating a crowdfunding campaign. So we kind of did all the work already creating that pitch deck. We had the essence of what our show was and how we wanted to present it to people. We worked on the campaign next, which was the Seed and Spark campaign. Okay. September 7th, 2018 at 9:01 a.m. Okay, well, we're doing it. Okay. Well, there we go. What have we done? We ran that from August to September 2018, and we failed our goal, unfortunately, even though there were tons of amazing people who supported us, and we are so glad that you did. Thank you very much. So we decided to just make the first 5 episodes, do a sort of proof of concept, and run a PayPal campaign for that. We were blown away by the amount of people who really wanted to see just any of the show. So we were able, from about, October, November through January, to raise enough money to fund the first 5 episodes. So everything from failing the Seed and Spark campaign to filming in February of 2019 went incredibly fast, and there was so much to do. So not only were we managing a campaign and trying to manage the donations, we were also still editing the script, preparing for the shoot, which we didn't have a date for until pretty last minute. So finished editing, casting, pre-production, and then we shot in February of 2019. Something that we get asked occasionally is, how do you guys make this work? And I actually did write an article for the Light Leaks, which I will link and you can check out, all about kind of our multinational filmmaking process. It can be really difficult to work with people in all different time zones and countries and states.
Time zones.
But I think we work really well together. Just thinking about our writing process, we actually really balance each other out, and I don't know how we were so lucky to find each other and to be working together on this project. Hazel brings the little details and kind of quiet emotional moments. Ash lives for the drama and the romance and those big sweeping scenes. Jessamyn brings a lot of humor and energy to scenes and to characters. I really like to focus on dialogue and what people are saying and when they're not saying something and why. All of our strengths and weaknesses work really well together. So I hope that brings a little bit of insight into how we made the show, the development, the long grinding process, and what we've been doing behind the scenes this whole time for a couple years. Thank you for watching, and please support season 2. Thanks. Ta-da!